When Robert Lewandowski arrived at FC Barcelona in 2022, people said he was too old. They said Barcelona was signing a declining superstar. They say the intensity of the La Liga would expose him. They said the club was financially broken and entering into a transition. Instead, Lewandowski helped drag Barcelona back into relevance. He leaves the club now as a free agent after scoring 119 goals for Barcelona and helping them win not two, but three La Liga titles, a Copa del Rey, and three Spanish Super Cups. And maybe the most impressive part, he didn't just score, he restored standards. This is a young Barcelona dressing room filled with talent but lacking leadership. Lewandowski became the reference point. Training habits, professionalism, movement in the box mentality. Every young attacker around him improved because of him. Even in his final season, while injuries showed and slowed him down, he still delivered. At 37 years old, most strikers become passengers. Lewandowski still became decisive in title races. This is greatness. This right here is greatness, and everybody needs to understand this. Barcelona got more than just goals. People will remember the numbers, but Barcelona almost got stability. This is a club coming out of financial collapse, post-Lionel Messi trauma, and the European humiliation. Lewandowski gave them credibility again. Young players like Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez, and others grew up beside one of the greatest strikers of his generation. And statistically, his Barcelona spell was elite. 119 goals in 190 appearances. Top goal scorer in his debut La Liga season. 27 league goals in 2024-25 season. 100 plus La Liga goal involvement after the age of 37. This is not a washed player. This is one of the smartest strikers in football has ever seen. So why does this matter for me personally? Because I have a red tinted glasses. I'm a Manchester United fan. So why does this matter to Manchester United? Because Manchester United are reportedly looking for another striker while pushing Benjamin Sesko. We all know Benjamin Sesko is the man for the long term. But we are looking for a backup striker. And this is where the conversation gets really interesting. He could come in not as a main striker, but as a backup striker for Benjamin Sesko. You understand? He is going to be the rotational striker, the mentor, the elite dressing room presence. Lewandowski actually makes a lot of sense for Manchester United. So why would Lewandowski be a perfect backup for Manchester United? Number one, Benjamin Sesko needs a mentor, not competition. Because we saw that when we did not put a mentor with the likes of Højlund, we saw what that came out to. If we give Benjamin Sesko a mentor that has done it in the biggest of stages, it would be revolutionary for Benjamin Sesko. If United signed Sesko, which we already have, with Sesko at United and Lewandowski behind him, this is going to be a very, very ruthless lineup. They are not going to play together, I don't believe. But just Sesko understanding and studying under Lewandowski will be an unbelievable thing. It would be an unbelievable thing. You understand? Right now, Man United lack reliable goals. We do. Benjamin Sesko has stepped up in a way that we did not expect him to step up in this season. However, there are some things that he still lacks. His movement in the box is elite, but he can get higher. Lewandowski's movement is there are very few people in footballing history that can actually say they have better movement in the 18-yard box than Robert Lewandowski. The timing is something that Benjamin Sesko needs to perfect, and Lewandowski will treat and literally teach him that. His spatial awareness, he is a tall guy, and that spatial awareness is something that he struggles with. Lewandowski teaches him that. His first touch finishes, we have seen that he's able to do it. But Lewandowski is a master at it. His box IQ, Lewandowski teaches him that too. These skills would age well for Benjamin Sesko if we bring someone as experienced as Lewandowski. Now, don't get me wrong, Lewandowski would not be my first choice. But we are looking as a backup striker. We are looking for somebody that will be able to take 20 or 25 games and could still put up double digits goals, because elite strikers do not forget how to put the ball in the back of the net. And unlike some veteran forwards, Lewandowski still takes care of himself at an elite level. He still does. By the way, United dressing room needs higher standards. We need higher standards. This is the biggest point. There's a reason why Casemiro's experience is going to be missed, and missed dearly. Manchester United do not just need talent. We need professionals who raise standards, people that have done it in the biggest of spaces. Look at what happened to the likes of Zlatan when he came to Manchester United. The mentality changed. We went on to win the Europa League. Lewandowski has that same aura. Young players will listen to someone with over 700 career goals, over 100 plus Champions League goals, multiple league titles, a treble, FIFA Best Award, and somebody that should have been a Ballon d'Or winner. This is a player who built his career on obsession with improvement. That culture is absolutely contagious, and that is what Manchester United need in the dressing room. And financially, it actually makes sense. United are trying to avoid another era of reckless spending. A free transfer changes everything. No massive transfer fees, short-term contract, rotational role, commercial value, elite experience. That is different from committing 80 million plus for another striker gamble. Especially the fact that we spent a lot of money for Benjamin Sesko already. The biggest concern, though, is the pace of the Premier League. Of course, there are risks. The Premier League is a brutal place physically. Lewandowski is 37 years of age, and you cannot expect him to press like a machine for 90 minutes every week. But this is why this role matters. If United try to make him the main striker, of course it's going to fail. But if they use him intelligently in cup games, in rotational league starts, in late game box presence, in mentorship, in Champions League experience, then suddenly it becomes a very smart move. Football has not obsessed with age, but elite mentality doesn't age. The movement in the box, elite-wise, does not age. The elite finishing does not age. Robert Lewandowski leaves Barcelona as one of the most important post-Messi sign. He helped rebuild a fallen giant and restored winning habits to a generation of young players. And now Manchester United have a decision to make. Do they only buy potential, or do they buy a proven serial winner who can teach the next generation how to become elite? Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the follow button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.